From its base located in Benin City, Nigeria, the Benin Empire was a pre-colonial African empire with its capital Benin City located in what is now Edo State in Nigeria. History traces the Benin people to have a similar ancestry with the Yoruba people through their famous ancestor Oduduwa. However, the ancient kingdom of Benin began sometime around AD 900 and it was one of the oldest and most highly developed states in the coastal hinterland. The first European travelers to reach Benin were the Portuguese explorers in the year 1485. Because of Benin's military strength, the Portuguese missionaries were unable to enslave its people upon their arrival. Instead, they developed a strong trading relationship developed with the Benin people, trading tropical products such as ivory, pepper, and palm oil with the Portuguese for European goods such as mandilla and guns. Even dating back to pre-colonial times, in Benin existed a well-established and structured city ruled by a king known as the Oba. The lives and activities of the people evolved around the authority of the Oba, as this could be observed in their ancient arts and craft works. The Benin Empire was known for its many works of art, including religious objects, masks, animal heads, figurines, and plaques. These artworks are typically made from bronze, brass, clay, ivory, terracotta, or wood. The artworks were, however, produced at the courts of the Oba, and they were used to illustrate achievements of the empire or to narrate mythical stories. From the 14th century till the 19th century, the Kingdom of Benin exhibited great power and influence to even other neighboring communities and kingdoms.
It was an important center of the culture of this part of Africa. It was an important center of the political reach along this huge area of the eastern portion of the west coast of Africa.
Up until the 19th century, several dubious attempts by the Europeans to include as one of their colonial territories the Kingdom of Benin were resisted, and this made the British wage a bitter war of retaliation on the Benin Kingdom in 1897 during the reign of Oba Ovonwarem, who was later taken to Calabar as a captive by the Europeans. After a bloody fight that left several people dead, the city of Benin was burnt to the ground and the Oba's palace was destroyed and looted of its magnificent and valuable bronze and ivory sculptures. Then the British took control of the kingdom. Over 3,000 bronze casts and artworks were seized. Ironically, they are now held in museums around the world, most especially in Germany, the USA, and Britain. The fall of the Benin Kingdom was, however, for a short time, as Oba Ovonwarem's son, Oba Eweka II, rebuilt the palace in the early 20th century. The Benin culture is still famous for its bronze casting. In recognition, in 1999, UNESCO listed the Oba's Palace as a cultural heritage, ranking it as the citadel of brass casting. The Benin people are also famous for adorning themselves with coral beads. Customarily, the use of beads was not even considered a fashion accessory. From past royal dynasties, the wearing of beads by the Oba and chiefs in the Benin Empire did not only have a royal and cultural significance, it also had a religious undertone. It was a taboo for any chief to lose a necklace of coral beads given to him by the Oba. But nowadays, coral beads are more of fashion statements, and it is not uncommon to see a bride's hair adorned with beads while she also wears some necklaces. History traces the incorporation of coral beads into the Benin culture from their royal ancestry many centuries ago. Oba Eware is considered to be the man who brought coral beads to Benin in the late 1400 AD after he had established a trade relationship with the European merchants during the beginning of barter trade. We know you have learned so much from our expose on the Benin culture. Let's leave with this on a final note. The current Oba of Benin is Oba Erediawa I, who is also the 39th Oba of Benin.